Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we meet and pay respects to elders past and present, and also acknowledge many Indigenous people in the room and non-Indigenous people who have come to this wonderful event. My name's Wally Tallis. I'm the Acting CEO of Indigenous Business Australia. My talk today, I want to cover off on basically a clear definition in regards to the role that IBA plays. Secondly, a bit of a snapshot in regards to our performance across our 3 programs in the last 12 months. And then start a dialogue in regards to where I think the future direction in regards to where I think Indigenous business can play and the role that IBA sees itself in playing. And I want to show you a very short video in regards to some partnerships we've done. And I hope this thing works. Yes. So in regards to our vision, IBA serves partners and invests with First Australians who want to own their own future. We go further than provide money. We invest in people, places and ideas that are ready. We help make these ideas real. That's what we drive. We work at the intersection of public and private sectors and have the unique opportunity to create change through commercial solutions. We support Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who want to invest in their own future. IBA work is around what I think is 4 key areas. And the first is opportunity. And what I mean by this is by providing access to partnerships and finance for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in situations where lenders are unable or unable to give. We can go further and we can make it happen. The second one is capability, and we've talked a lot about that today. Developing the capabilities and skill set of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people is essential. We will invest our time and expertise where it can make a difference and we can help grow the Indigenous economy. The third one is expertise. We believe that IBA is the ability to share our knowledge and experience with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, provide understanding and advice needed to make the most of their money. And the last one, and most importantly, is community. It's the ability to connect people together, organisations, around their capability and commitment. We build strategic partnerships and networks that lead to more opportunities for the entire Indigenous economy. So now about our impact. IBA is an impact investor. We aim to achieve both strong financial and social outcomes, and we do this successfully. We have achieved significant impact in our 3 programs by achieving strong financial outcomes through things like our business workshops, where we've delivered these to meet the needs of our customers. We've also approved 83 new business loans, with over 76 of those loans being new people into the market. And I know the Minister's very strong in making sure that we grow the Indigenous sector. We've provided assistance to over 1,650 people. And more importantly, out of the work we've done, 1,325 jobs have been created for Indigenous people. And more importantly, for where we stand today, 9% of our homes program is basically for remote and very remote. 24% of our business loans is in remote and very remote, and 47% of our direct investment portfolio is in remote locations. Now I want to just touch on a little bit more around our 3 programs. The first one is home ownership. Our home loan program facilitates increased level of home ownership through housing loans to Indigenous Australians who have difficulty qualifying for mainstream finance. This is, like I said, including regional and remote localities. IBA addresses these barriers by facilitating home ownership for Indigenous Australians through one of our many home loan financing products. These include mortgage finance and our remote Indigenous homes program. Our home loan products feature low interest rates, tiered to income levels, low deposit requirements, standardised terms for up to 32 years. And it's an important note that for our IHOP program, we like using acronyms, is that since 1975, over 17,000 families have been put into home ownership, which is a $2.1 billion asset wealth for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Key outcomes for this year is we've had over 5,000 inquiries for our home loans, with over 3,400 people expressing an interest to buy a home. Last year, 544 home loans were approved. 90% of these loans were approved to customers with household of incomes less than $110,000. 70% of our loans were located in regional and remote Australia, and 92% of our loans were to first home buyers. Our total portfolio in the home area now is currently just over 4,500 home loans. Our second program, the business development. Our business program provides a number of critical products and services tailored to small business to improve skills, assist with the development and provide finance. Our loan program provides funding to small businesses to start, acquire or grow their enterprises. Our 3 service product offerings in our BDAP program, the Business Development Program, is business skill workshops, which there is a number of them tailored in regards to meeting the life expectations of the business lifecycle journey. Business development support, both internally and through external consultants, to help build people's capability and skill assets. IBA is committed. I use an analogy. We teach people how to fish, we no longer give them fish. It's very important that we build the assets for generations to come. And the last one is our business finance, where we have up to $5 million in lending at competitive interest rates. Our business development program has over 270 business loans valued at over $50 million. Key outcomes for this year: over 560 Indigenous people have been placed into employment through our business lending, supported over 1,200 people directly with business support or advice to build their capability. And a key figure is for business loans in their first year, a survival rate is at 92%. In second year, we're at 76%, and in third year, we're at 66%, which is above or higher than the mainstream average. Like I said, we approved 83 loans last year to the value of $15 million. And like our homes program, 69% of our loans were located in regional or remote Australia. The last of our programs is our investment area. IBA undertakes investments in commercial enterprises that produce strong financial and social returns. The investment programs make strategic investment in commercial enterprises and assets to create wealth, employment, and other economic development opportunities for Indigenous Australians. There are 3 product areas within our investments. There's direct investments, asset and funds management, and capability development. Very quickly, direct investments is operating businesses in a range of sectors, and we continue to do that in regards to the growth of many of our new peak industries, and mining in this area is more prevalent. Asset and fund management alongside Indigenous organisation in funds such as our Indigenous Real Estate Trust and our Indigenous Prosperity Fund. And in regards to capability development, we look to build sound governance and investment models to assist agencies like PBCs in regards to their future. IBA's equity and investment programs continues to perform strongly, particularly in offering investments for Indigenous organisations. Our investments area this year has a total portfolio value of over $375 million. Equity has been sold or issued to Indigenous investors totalling over $16.25 million until March this year. That's Indigenous businesses getting $16 million back, creating their wealth. A portfolio return in our co-investors through our funds of 7.7%. For those mainstream bankers in the room, that's very, very healthy in regards to what we did. But more importantly, we continue to work with over 245 Indigenous businesses and supporting their capability, with approximately 203 Indigenous employees supported through our investment portfolio and our subsidiaries. We also have a leasing program which continues to grow with over 78 customers, with 589 employees supported through this leasing arrangements. We continue to be actively engaged with over 90 organisations, and we want to keep on growing that in regards to the products we provide. So all of this together means that through IBA's products and services, we are contributing significantly to help define, manage and maximise the use of what we call the Indigenous estate. And this is demonstrated in this map. As you can see there, $1.4 billion. Now, to me, this is simply about making Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders' dreams and aspirations come true. I don't see this as IBA's wealth, but that of our customers. So in regards to the future, what does it look like? I believe we need to continue to foster a culture of innovation where we introduce new solutions across many of our work areas. And we can't do this alone. It's about partnering with government, like the ministers through our Indigenous procurement policy, making sure we take opportunities in regards to that presents. We're also looking at new ways in regards to home ownership. Both our minister and ourselves have a strong commitment in regards to regional home ownership and for home security, of making sure our mob have a home. We want to make sure we have wider and more agile suite of products to support entrepreneurs, like their Business Accelerator program, which I'll show a video shortly of. And IBA has introduced 2 new finance products to meet the needs of our customers. A startup finance package unsecured up to $100,000 with a 30% capital grant, and a procurement loan of up to $100,000 for those businesses winning business. These were developed through consulting with our community and our customers. That's the new approach for IBA. We're also about building collaborative partnerships with key Indigenous organisations and government sectors, as well as our non-government sector. We want to make sure we deliver beneficial outcomes for Indigenous businesses. IBA has entered into a range of partnerships with organisations this year, including Charles Sturt University to deliver a pop-up event targeting Indigenous entrepreneurs in regional New South Wales, to establish a business hub for Indigenous businesses in Western Australia, working with ALPA in regards to some business development. We're forming a partnership, as well as Cape York Partnerships in Queensland and the Woonarm Foundation. The role of IBA is about empowering these businesses to work with their local mob. That's the true outcome, teaching them how to fish. It's not about IBA doing it for them, it's with them. So within IBA itself, we want to be an employer of choice. I want to make sure that it's a place where Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people want to work. And I'm very committed in regards to doing that, and know our minister is as well. And more importantly, I want to introduce an evidence-based approach to make sure that any new products we're developing has science. It's making sure that we meet the needs of our customers and the majority of those customers to make sure they grow. Now, 2 minutes, if it works. Hey? Because it works. There you go.
Investable's business model blueprint was a key attractor for IBA to the company. This model is something that assists entrepreneurs to build a sustainable and commercially viable business.
After a 6-week recruiting process, we saw over 60 applications come in, which was just phenomenal for a first program, where we then selected 9 companies who have spent the last 8 weeks with us in a residential program, all coming from across Australia.
Doing this with Investable and IBA has given me the confidence and the opportunities to go out and target a market that I never knew existed.
What I got from the program was inspiration. I now have a business that I'm passionate about, and I have the recipe to execute that business.
The chatbot now will spend $30 possibly at dinner at the hotel rather than spending it.
And what I've learned is making faster, better, more informed decisions. Setting goals is very important, and validation is key.
The program has allowed me to validate and better articulate my business ideas.
The program's really changed my life, and it's helped give my business direction, and personally it's really challenged me and helped bring me out of my shell.
This program has given me the opportunity to believe in myself and has given me the knowledge and the direction that I need to take my business.
We have facilitated over 65 connections to potential customers and partners, and 45 connections to investors and startups.
What IBA and Investable have done for us is revolutionary, and we can take back the skills that we've learned here to our communities, and we can act as an inspiration for them, and that's amazing.
IBA and Investable are not just delivering a workshop, they are tailoring it around our Aboriginal culture.
If you want to move forward in your business and you want to create value for yourself and opportunities, this is where you should be.
The program that Investable run shows respect for culture, community and the individual.
In the past 30 years, I've seen a lot of business models, I've been to a lot of seminars, and if you truly want to succeed, this is the program you need to do.
Because a good foundation is key, and it's never too late to get on the right track.
The program has far exceeded IBA's expectations, and we look forward to being able to progress into a new program.
We couldn't be more thrilled about the results of this program, but most importantly, I think the team at Investable, our lives have truly been changed forever. We have learned more about this culture in the last 8 weeks than we have in our entire lives, and we couldn't be more grateful to be doing this with IBA.
For the people who didn't see it, it was just a ghost thing. That was really me doing all those voices. But the key to that program was that we advertised and brought together 12 participants, and I just want to share where they come from: Karratha, the Torres Straits, Port Lincoln, Palm Island, Adelaide, Kalgoorlie, and West Kimberley. These people have come together and made a difference in regards to the future of what they play in regards to their role in regards to Aboriginal entrepreneurship, and taking that big step into what I believe is a great opportunity for them. And I want to showcase that one of our participants, Josie, only yesterday has actually finished in the top 2 winners for OTEC in Australia, and is now going to China to complete it as one of our Australian entrants in startup. So that's a wonderful thing in regards to doing that. So thank you very much. I hope I shared a bit about IBA. Thank you.